Mhm.
Okay, so we've talked about main conclusion questions so far. We've talked about reasoning and rule questions. We're going to talk about flaw questions on Tuesday more in depth, but today we're going to focus on supported and must be true questions. And so these are top-down questions, and they're the most important. When I say like top-down questions tend to be mild, these are like at the top of the list of why. Like most of what most often makes an answer choice wrong and a most strongly supported or a must be true question is that it's too strong. It's too much. So on our must be true questions, these are our question stems. Most often it will say must be true in the answer choice, or I also throw inference questions into the same category. So if you see like properly inferred, because what does inferred mean on the LSAT, Ashley?
Like it is likely to be true.
It's even stronger than likely. Courtney, what do you think?
I was thinking kind of the same thing because I feel like in real life, inferred isn't that strong, but I guess on the
Yes,
LSAT.
no, you're right. Inferred in school, we were told inferred means an educated guess, but on the LSAT, it's even stronger. What do you think, Angelica?
Conclude.
Conclude. It means conclude. So it's even stronger. So, and that also falls into this must be true category. All right. Okay, so must be true questions. Like I said, most people miss these because in their answer choice, they pick an answer that is too strong, or people don't take the time to go slowly and let's do this one first and read the stimulus and truly understand it. These are a great example of ones that if you read them too quickly, you'll miss a minor detail, which is what causes it to be wrong. On must be true and most strongly supported questions, are these arguments or sets of facts? Amara?
Arguments.
Ooh, what do you think? No, I always guess argument because 90% of them are arguments. So you're not like 90% of the time you're likely to be correct.
I just came back from like my toddler, so I'm like, I think it's a must be true. So it could be an argument. I didn't even read it, but yeah.
No, you're fine. No, you're good. It must be true and most strongly supported. These are the ones that actually can be statements and there isn't a conclusion in them. So they just give us a set of facts and then they want us to kind of regurgitate like, hey, what else could be true based on these set of facts? Not saying that there won't ever be a conclusion, but they tend to not be. But even though there's not a conclusion, it's just as important that we really go slow and understand the stimulus. So go ahead and read this one silently for a second. All right, Courtney, can you read the first sentence and translate it for us?
Okay, sorry. Our museum displays only 20th century works, which are either on loan from private collectors or in the museum's permanent collection.
All right, so what do we know from that?
Sorry?
I'm sorry, I should have let you say. So what do we know from that sentence?
So the museum only, I don't want to say display, only
that's okay.
shows,
the words like that, you're okay. You don't have to.
only shows art from the 20th century, and those either come from, I guess, people who are there art collectors outside the museum, or is art from the museum's like art that belongs to the museum, I guess. Sorry,
Yeah,
that was not.
sorry, no, you can like very easy like that. This one, it's not necessarily the words here that make this one confusing. It's more so the just making sure we understand what it's saying in the sense of, okay, so we display all the things that we display are from the 20th century, right? And then they're either on loan from a private collector or they're the museum's permanent, I don't like how I said that, loan private collector or the museum's permanent collection. So it's just MRL, loan or museum. That'll be easier than keeping that P and C. Cool. All right, Ashley, can you do the second sentence, please?
Prints of all the later works are available in the museum store.
All right, so what are the later works?
Anything after the 20th century.
Oh, okay, so this is this is
Yes.
later versus former. So former would be referring to those that are on loan, but later is referring to the ones that come later in the text. So it would be
So then the permanent collection.
the museum's permanent collection. Excellent. So if it's in the museum, so all of these we know for sure are available in this store. Excellent. All right, Angelica, can you do the next sentence?
The museum store also sells prints of some works that are not part of the museum's permanent collection, such as Hooper's Nighthawks.
Okay, so so in our store, we also sell some that are not part of the permanence collection.
So would it be on loan?
I wonder if it's displayed. Because this says we display only. So I don't know for a fact, because that's a great question, because it's not saying that it's not saying that it sells some works that are not part of the museum's permanent collection, but on displayed. If it said but on displayed, then we would know it was loaned. It's tricky.
Well, we do know that. Oh, so we can't even conclude that it's from the 20th
I don't
century.
think so. I would have to read the answer choices, but that's how picky I'm being when I get to this. All right, everyone, go ahead and try this one here. And let me know what answer you put your answer in the chat. Do we have a chat here? Oh, cool. Is be okay with crossing off wrong answer choices to get to the right answer. So if you don't know something, cross it off. So let's look at, okay, so people said B and C. So let's look at the other ones first. Okay, so A, every print in the museum store is of a work that is either on loan to the museum from a private collector or part of the museum's permanent collection. Why is this one wrong, Angelica?
Because we don't know every print. Like it's saying that the stimulus just says that the displays are only the 20th century work from those two, where there could be other prints that are not on display.
Excellent. So if this said every print in the museum, every print of something displayed in the museum store would make that answer choice correct. But because we don't know if the store has things that aren't displayed, excellent. Why is D wrong, Ashley?
For D, we didn't know that if Hopper's Hawk was on loan or if it was private.
Yeah, we just know that it's not part of the museum's collection, right? It could be, and also we don't know if it's displayed. And then Courtney, why is E wrong?
This is actually the first one I eliminated because we don't know enough about the painting. Wait, sorry, I'm just gonna reread this ending.
Essentially, could Hopper's Nighthawks be displayed or not displayed based on what we know?
Yeah, it could be either, right? Because
Okay, so
the
if
museum sells printed works that are not on display or
So
not part of the permanent collection.
Hopper's Nighthawks, say it said Hopper's Nighthawks was displayed. What else has to be true of Hopper's Nighthawks then?
If it was a 20th century.
Yeah, it'd have to be a 20th century, and it would have to be
Part of the private or on loan.
excellent. And if it's not displayed, then all we know is this sentence here is that it's not part of the museum's permanent collection. We don't know anything else. Excellent. All right, B and C. All right, so our answer is going to be C. Why is B wrong, Ashley?
For B, we don't know that every print is a part of the 20th century.
Why? Yeah, you're right. Why don't we know? That's like the easy. No, I'm teasing you. That's like the easy out answer, right? But we don't know. Why don't we know?
It doesn't give us enough information about the 20th century works. Like it could be from the 20th, but it could also be that they were either the loan or the private collectors' work.
Ooh, but both of these things are from the 20th century.
Yeah.
See, this is why we review so much, because you got it right, which is awesome. But do we know exactly what we want to know exactly why these other answer choices are wrong? Amara, why is B wrong?
Well, I picked B, so I'm totally.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Courtney, why is B wrong?
No, you're fine. I can try to attempt it because like it's wrong. So I think like what I did wrong is that it says every print.
Mm-hmm.
So every is like two. Number one, it's a very strong word, and number two, we don't know that that's the only prints that are sold in the museum are the ones that are 20th century work.
Right. Because we know that they're only displaying 20th century works, but couldn't they have prints for sale that aren't displayed that maybe come from a different century?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And then C says, I like this, there are prints. So who knows the number? So that's mild so far. There are prints in the museum store of every work that is displayed in the museum, which this is strong, but we know this far it's okay because it says prints of all of the later are available in the store and not on loan from a private collector. So that means so that's just pointing out what's happening right here.
So if we wanted to make B right, would we have to add like displayed every print?
Yes, every print that is sold in museum store that is displayed. Yep.
Okay.
Excellent. Great job.
Thanks.